Right, everyone. We are live once again. It's that time of the week. Saturday nights, baby. This is the place to be. Outside the Box Live. Tonight, Gina is not with us tonight. She's not. She had some stuff going on. But as always, we got the guys tonight. It's me and Fred. We'll be here for the next couple hours hanging out with you guys. Welcome, Instagram. Hope you guys are doing good as well. Now, today I want to plug two places. I talked about it on Thursday, but really didn't have a lot of viewers Thursday, so I'm gonna plug it tonight. Today I had a local cleaning company come in and clean my carpets. They did a fantastic job, and they didn't kill you in price. And I gotta get my chat up here. What am I doing? And I know him. I know him because I did his wedding years ago. His name's Rick. He owns A Plus Floor Care LLC. Did it? You guys check it out. I'm gonna put his link in the chat. If you guys, he does homes. He does residential, commercial, concrete. Like he does everything. So if you guys need like carpets or anything, like my carpets were bad because I moved in here in 2013, 12, 13, I can't remember. And all the years having, dogs, cats, the whole, it needed it. Oh, and, yeah. I mean, I'm going to have to talk to Lionel about getting them ripped up and new ones put in maybe the next year or so. But he made them look a hell of a lot better. He came in, he treated that. He did that for the pet treatment.
Oh, great.
Yeah. He did my steps, everything. I just put the link in the channel for everybody to check out. It's A Plus Floor Care LLC. Now, unfortunately, I wanted to try and start sharing to not Instagram. We're doing Instagram. TikTok. But for some reason, you have to, I had to apply to try and do it. They denied Restream, so I can't connect to TikTok through Restream. But there's his website. Here's the owner's name. Rick. Good guy. He calls himself the Rug Doctor. And we're gonna play a little quick.
That's great, man. Yeah, let's throw him some business, definitely. I got hardwood floors at my house.
Oh, you know what? I didn't share the audio, so that's not going to work. I forgot to share the audio. But there's the website. There's a video you could play really quick. He introduces himself. He tells you what he does. You can contact him online. You can call him. He's a good guy. Yeah. And
that's great.
I forgot to share the audio on that one. Sorry, guys. Molly, what are you doing? Oh, you're doing something over there.
Well, Jay, like I said, Steph and I have it kind of easy here because we have hardwood floors in our house. I mean, they're old. they've seen better days.
Oh yeah.
But maybe I could keep him in mind, like if he does hardwood floors, because
he might.
I mean, I'm sure
he may. He actually may.
That's great.
How you doing, Steph? Hi, Gigi. How are you tonight?
Hey, guys.
What's going on?
Gigi, Cat, and Steph.
We got 12 going strong. Thank you.
Very cool. So, Jay, you getting ready for the fall? Are you? Is everybody ready for the colder weather and Halloween and all that good stuff?
I am. Molly, what are you doing over there? I am. I'm getting my house clean, doing the fall cleaning. I said I had A Plus come in and do my floors. Last week I had streak-free cleaners come in and literally go from top to bottom of my house. Literally. They did an amazing job. Her name's Barb. She's the owner. They were amazing. There were two teams that they come in, a tag team of two. and they just go to tell like they just didn't do like the wipe down the outside of my fridge. They cleaned the inside of my fridge. Like,
oh yeah, that's great.
They went through all the cupboards, wiped out the cupboards. I'm like, I was dreading. I'm like, oh, I don't really feel like doing it. They did it. They move everything and clean, sweep. They just don't like kind of go like around stuff. They move stuff. They actually rearranged my kitchen, and it actually looks better than I had it. So I'm leaving it the way they have it because it looks better. You know, bedrooms, bathrooms. They clean toilet. Like they clean everything. So I'm gonna give a shout out to Barb and her crew at Streak Free Cleaning. I don't have a website for her yet, but if you guys need cleaners, they're on Google. I did put a review on Google for them. But yeah, great. So yeah, I'm getting my house ready for the fall.
Jay, you know what I did this week? I cleaned the microwave.
Oh, they cleaned the microwave too.
Did they do the microwave?
They did. And my air fryer.
And the air fryer. Oh, nice. Oh, dude.
The only thing they didn't scrub on the air fryer was the pull out tray that catches like the crap. They wiped everything down. They cleaned the windows. I was like, yes. And they charged,
good as new. It's like brand right out of the box.
They charge $92 an hour for deep clean. Now they'll come back once a month, like for like an hour just to touch up for like $80 an hour to touch everything up. I'm like, hey, I'm sold.
There you go.
I don't have to do it.
Yeah, that's a big help, definitely.
I want to give a shout out to my oldest sister. She usually watches on Saturday nights if she catch it or she catches the replay. Hi, Eileen, how you doing? I'm going over her house for dinner tomorrow, so she cooks. I'm there. I don't have to cook. Oh, last night I went to the Apple Tree House. What's going on, Bill? How you doing?
Hey, Bill.
I went to the Apple Tree House off of 92.
Oh, you made it to the Apple Tree. Cool.
Made it to the Apple Tree.
All right.
I got their Apple Tree, their quote-unquote Apple Tree pizza.
Mm-hmm.
It was funny because I'm walking up, for those that have never been there, it looks like a what kind of house do you? It looks like just like a regular house.
Yeah, it does.
And when you walk through the one door, you go either to the left, which would put you like to the downstairs, which is like the counter where you pay or you do your takeout, or you go up a flight of stairs and you go up into the top dining room area. They have a bar and tables. It's really nice. If you guys have not been there, like it's cool. Now their hours are weird. They're like 3 to 9 Wednesday through I want to say Sunday because I thought she said they're closed Monday and Tuesday. So I'm going to assume Wednesday through Sunday, 3 to 9. And Bill, that was the one.
Yeah, that did look good.
It was their Apple Tree House pizza pie, they call it. Now they had other stuff, but this was, so I'm like looking. It's fried Sicilian, but it's thin. They do it thin like Tiberios. I was like, I like the thin stuff.
Mm.
And it had, the typical cheese, sauce, onions. Well, it says it come with onions, so I guess they're fried. They don't just automatically put onions on it like some places do. So it had onions, tomatoes, mushrooms, sweet and hot peppers, and they hit it with garlic.
Ooh, that's a good combo.
The video will be premiering this Friday at 12 a.m.
Nice.
Out of all the pizza places I've been to, and you guys have seen, I've been quite a bit. This was one of the best I've had in a long time. And nice. It was crispy. But it wasn't like where it broke your teeth, like hard. It was a nice crisp to it. And so I'm biting. I'm like, it said sweet and hot peppers. I'm like, all right, I could deal with hot pepper. So the lady, because I was there at like 8:00 and they were starting to like get ready because
wind down, yeah.
She's like, how do you like it? I said, it tastes like there's jalapeno peppers. She goes, oh yeah, it is jalapeno peppers because it doesn't say that in there. It just says sweet and hot peppers, not jalapeno peppers.
Yeah.
But the jalapeno was hot, but it blended with everything, like with the mushrooms and it kind of calmed it down a little bit to where it actually gave it a unique kind of flavor. So it didn't like kill your mouth. Hi BG, 300. And that was for 2 bedrooms, a hallway, and a flight of stairs. They were actually here. They came around. They were scheduled for 11. They got here about quarter of. So by the time they unloaded all their equipment and stuff, they started about 11:30. They were done by like 1:30, quarter to 2. And like he showed me buckets of like 30 waves per hour. I was like, yeah, I believe it, because my rugs needed it so bad. Yeah, definitely. And now, depending like what your needs, like that price could change. So my best thing is if you need them, call them, tell them because I told them I was going to give them a plug on the show. Because I said, good job. I'm going to give you a plug on the show. So let them know you saw. If you call them, anybody who calls them, A+ floor cleaning, let them know you saw. We were talking about this on the show tonight. Because I told them I was going to give them a plug. But the apple tree house, that pizza was delicious. And I had a cup of their broccoli and cheddar soup. Amazing. The soup was killer. And it was funny because I'm walking up the steps and that's what she said, Steph. She's like, you got to try chicken wing pizza. I said, well, maybe I'll do that next time. So
yeah, we got to try that. We definitely got to try that. If
I'll go back.
Jay, what's the one dude that watches the show? He usually comes in a little later. Joey T.
Yeah.
We'll have to. I think. Yeah, we'll have to drop that to Joey T if he's in the house because I know he appreciates a good chicken wing pie.
The server's like, she goes, I've been told, and I like when I said we have good chicken wing pizza. I'm like, well, I'll have to try that next time. And so I'm telling you, I tried to keep her out as much as I could out of the video, but I told her who I was, what I'm doing. She's like, oh, thank you, we appreciate it, blah 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 blah. I said this pizza was amazing. And I was even surprised because I really don't like jalapenos because they're just too hot for my stomach. But the way it blended with everything else, it did not kill my stomach. It was a nice. What's up there, brother crewman? It was just perfect blend, perfect mix, not overkill, not bland, just even keel. And
nice.
What was I going to say? What else? Did I go anywhere else this week? No, I don't think I did.
We saw the Villa Pizzeria combination video. We checked that out last night. It seems like you kind of spliced together a couple trips to Villa Pizzeria, so that was cool.
Yeah. It was. I didn't have each time I did a take. I didn't have enough to like make one long one, so I'm like, well, I got 3 different. Boom, boom, boom. Well, Jancy, because with the cleanings, I had help from family. That's how I was able to do it. Otherwise, I wouldn't have been able to. Well, my one sister, but you never met my other sister. My both sisters helped me out, and I can't thank them enough.
Glad you got it done, man. That's a big help, to get the house in tip top. I mean,
so
yeah.
God, I mean, and everybody has good like I gotta say, my 2 sisters are godsends. My family, I have a great family, and that's how I was able to do it. And that's how sometimes I get help with my meds. My family helps me, and I appreciate it too. And going after the local people now, I could say this now because it's over and done with. But I initially called NEPA pro cleaners or cleaning pros. No, I will never, ever recommend them. And here's what happened. I called them first to schedule an appointment. I'm like, okay, we'll come out Thursday. Yeah, no problem. So they send out 4 people, a team of 4. And they're walking through. There's like, well, we're scheduled for 2.5 hours, but with what we're going on here, we need more time. We can't do it all in 2.5 hours. Now there's 4 people here, so I'm like, oh, okay, all right. So they call their boss. The boss calls me back. Hey, Yep, it is, gents. It really, really is. But that's how I did it. So they're like, hey, they show me pictures. We need more than we have to at least do it 3.5 hours. I'm like, okay. And unfortunately, we couldn't do it today because we had another job. Oh, okay. I understand. So let's make it next week. All right. Another team comes back. Like, well, we need to do a walkthrough. I'm like, oh, I thought you were the same team from last week. She goes, no, we're different. Okay. So they walk through, and I'm getting ready to go back to work. So I told them, I said, I'm going to be up in this back room. I have to work today. We're not going to be able to do this. I'm like, well, why? Well, because we need more time. And I said, well, that's why you were scheduled to come back today, because you needed more time. You guys were here last week. You couldn't do it. We rescheduled it for today. Well, no, they didn't. They only give us 2.5 hours. I'll have to come. My boss will have to call you. So I was trying to get it was, they had like a $325 deal. So I was trying to get that deal. And before you could book your appointment, you have to put down $50 to even make the appointment. All right. So they come back and they can't do it. So another guy, not the same guy I talked to the first time, but another guy calls me, and he's like, I'm like, well, they show me, and this is actually going to cost. This is actually more like $1,000, and I'm like, well, no, I was quoted for. At first, I tried to get the 325 deal. He's like, well, I can't do it. He goes, with the extra hour, it's going to be for something. Okay, an extra 100 for next. Okay, all right, okay. I said, that's what he goes. The guy on the phone was, he gave you a wrong quote. It's going to be at least 1,000. I said no. I said nope. Then refund my $50. I'm not going to do it. And then just, so what I was saying, the phone call just happens to drop. Just coincidental, the phone dropped the call. So I call back the main office. I get the first guy back, and I'm like, well, what about trying weekend? Well, and like he's back, and so I kept it because I didn't know what was going to go on. So after I got the phone with this guy, that's how I found Streak Free. And after Streak Free came out and did what they had to do, they said, I will recommend Streak Free cleaning all day and all night. And so I called them to cancel. Oh, well, we have a cancellation policy. I said, well, you never told me that. I said, he's like, well, because it's under we may have to bill you. No, you could try, but you're not getting paid because I'm not using your service. And I'd like my refund. And we never talked about, this. You never talked to me about a cancellation policy or a time within a time frame to cancel. We never talked about that. So yeah, no. So worst case scenario, I lost my $50, but or I might find a bill in my mailbox one of these days. I don't know. But yeah, Streak Free cleaning for your house, and they do residential too, and A+ for the carpet. That's who my top recommendations are for the hospital, all the way. Okay, so what else do I want to talk about today? Oh, did anybody go to the Bloomsburg Fair?
Yeah, I think we definitely have some watchers in chat that went to the fair. So I didn't go. I haven't been there in maybe like a year or two.
It's been about 5 for me, 6 for me. No. When did I move into this house? It was in like 2012 or 2013. So that's the last time. The first year I moved into this house here where I'm at now is the last time I went to the fair, Bloomsburg Fair, with a friend of mine. So it's been a long time. Molly is actually, I'm sorry, BG. Molly is actually in the corner in my bed sleeping. She had a hard day barking at the cleaning people.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Well, hey, if anybody in chat went to the Bloomsburg Fair, we want to hear about it. Tell us what you ate. Tell us, did you win any prizes at the games of skill? Popping balloons and such. Tell us.
It was funny. Not at the Bloomsburg Fair, but and it's been a while since I've been to Luzerne County Fair, which happened a couple weeks ago.
Oh yeah,
Years ago,
up in Dallas.
Up in
Yeah.
yep, well now my ex-wife, but me and the ex-wife at the time we went up. And like where you can buy like the fish that are probably gonna like die the next day, those little goldfish.
Oh, of course, yeah.
We won 3 of them, and now the 2 we named them Jack, Janet, and Chrissy after Three's Company. Two of them died quick, but the third one lasted almost a year. Literally almost a year. That fish survived. We bought like a regular small tank with the like everything, and that fish lived for almost a year. Little goldfish win at the stand, and the other 2 like died within like 2 days. I'm like, oh shit, they're dead.
Yeah. Oh, Gigi Cat went to the fair and had a bloomin' onion. All right.
How was that bloomin' onion? I can't talk today. How's that bloomin' onion, Gigi? It's been a while.
Bloomin' onion, also known as the Awesome Blossom.
I remember. I love those. I haven't gotten those in years.
Texas Roadhouse, brother.
Oh, do they have them? They have them?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. They did have them. I remember.
It's good, and they give you a side of like I don't know, call it like boom boom sauce or something.
It's
good.
There's a down at the Bloomsburg Fair, and I think they had it at the Luzerne County Fair too. There was this place that made apple cinnamon. Oh crap, I can't remember. But they made it was homemade apple cinnamon. They had ice cream and they like some type of pasty thing, and I can't remember, but it was apples and like the line. You waited in there for like an hour, a good 45 minutes. You had to wait, but it was that good. Then the Yogi concessions you always see there, and here's what kills me. I laugh at the GF all the time. Grotto Pizza has a stand down there. Like you can get Grotto Pizza anytime you want.
Oh, do they?
Go down to the fair to get stuff you can't get.
Right. Interesting.
Not yet, BG. I don't have any pictures yet. Any new pictures? Ashes is doing good. He's going through the house. Apple dumplings. That's it.
Oh yeah.
With the cinnamon.
I could see why the line would be exceptionally long for something like that because that's not something you get often, like an apple dumpling.
They used to have. The stand looked like a big corn on the cob, and they would have they dip it in the butter for you, and it's like probably would probably shoot my sugar in a high hell, but it was so good. Used to be so good. Speaking of sugar, let me tell you guys what my sugar has been averaging. Now today for supper I made eggs and hash browns, so it jumped a little bit. But on average, my sugar has been rolling.
Jay, you had Brenner breakfast for dinner. Brenner.
Yeah. Well, okay, so as of 9 p.m., it was coming down to 1. It was basically in the like 130s all day. But then I decided I'm gonna eat. So I really have nothing in my fridge yet. I have to go to the store. I said after the cleaners left, I just did not feel like going to the store. So I'm looking, okay, what could I eat? I got some potatoes. I have like 2 eggs left. Let's just make eggs and hash browns, and that's and the grease from the hash brown, the potatoes probably spiked it. That's probably what spiked it. But yeah, my sugar's been averaging like around 130, 125. At one point it was like 115. And you're talking my sugar just waking up was like 300, so I am definitely getting, definitely
back
getting
into normal ranges. Yeah.
And the Manjaro's working really well because now I sit there and go, what do I want to eat? Before I'd be like, yes, I'm like, what do I want? Do I want pizza? No. Do I want hot dogs? Not real. It curbs your appetite. Well, for me anyway. Now I can't speak for everybody else. So I'm just speaking for myself. it curbs your appetite to a point where you don't know what you want. Like, do I want this? Do I want that? And at times it gets frustrating because I'm like, I want to, like, I'm starting to get hungry, but I don't know what I want. I don't have a taste for anything. That's when I grab a Propel and chug a Propel. But it's I've seen with the Manjaro, and I've read that it can happen. One side effect where it could give you mood swings, and yeah, unfortunately, and I've seen myself go through mood swings a little bit, but it's not bad. It's not bad where I'm gonna stop. It's actually like I'm losing weight, and I just think I'm just my body is now, basically quote unquote detoxing, going back to like before all the sugar, before all the crap, before, starting to. I'm eating like salads twice a week now. I go run down to Garrity's and throw together a little salad. I only have pizza once a week now on Fridays. Oh, it's funny, when I was at the Apple Tree, I'm walking in, and some lady goes, "Jason, you're here now. What are you gonna criticize?" I'm like, whatever's good and whatever's bad, like. And I wish I knew who she was. Like, I could remember her face, but I couldn't remember her name. I'm like, can't remember her name. How you doing, Shubalicious? Yeah, Molly's good. She eats like a pig. She's better than I do. Like no, literally, like I get her dog food. Like I'll fill her bowl in the morning. Well, when I come down in the morning, it's empty. So because she'll go downstairs in the middle of the night and eat. So I'll fill her bowl up before I'll come upstairs. I'll go to work. I'll start working. I'll come down about like 12:01 to grab something to eat quick. It's empty, so I'll fill it again. I'll go back up to work. Come down at now I'm working till 5:30 because I have a training class. 5:30, and you see it's like 3/4 gone. I'm like, Molly, do you eat this or inhale it? What the hell do you do with it? Like I said, she eats more time than I do. But no, she's good. I had her, which I have to edit the video and put together the video. I had her yesterday. I started doing some little exercises again. I went for a walk around my sister's big yard yesterday. Kind of start to get myself back into a little bit of the swing of things. I didn't get cleared to go to a gym yet, but I got cleared to do like little, like I could touch my toes. I could go for a little walk, that kind of stuff. So I was over at my sister's house. I did a lap around her yard, and I had Molly with me. Molly was running around. So she wore herself out yesterday. We were playing ball for a little bit. And then when I came back, I'm like, I want pizza. That's when I went to the Apple Tree House. Not to get confused with the Apple Tree Terrace out in Dallas. This is on 92.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah. Yep, two different places. Yep.
But when you
Jay, do you have any merch featuring Molly? Like, do you have any T-shirts or anything on SGW with?
Not yet. I did before, but it nobody bought any. But I'm gonna make maybe one or two more ones, just to see if I can get it. Speaking of, I did make some cool new shirts. And
yeah, let's see them, man. Let's check them out. Yeah.
You saw the Outside the Box live shirts last week. Now today I'm showing off some local eats and takeout shirts. So this one now too. Let's see. For all of you who stick with me, the anti-coffee drinkers, okay, the none of that coffee bullshit. All right.
The anti-coffee T-shirt. Nice.
The anti-coffee T-shirt. Click that QR code. Buy your shirt today. Okay, get that shirt. You could go online. You could click that QR code. You could check out the front, check out the back. So we have the anti-coffee T-shirt. We also have the support to right to drink coffee T-shirt.
Nice.
So
you are a man of the people, man. You are a man of the people. You got both sides covered. I mean, hey, some people don't like coffee. I can't survive without it. So If I were to purchase a shirt, I would get the support
Or
the right to drink coffee.
And yep. So, all right, someone clicked the code, or was that you, Fred?
No, it wasn't me. Wasn't
okay.
me. Must have been someone.
Awesome. Yep. One of them anyway. Now, I have some live sales going on through Restring it through the show. Now, remember when I was at Three Jacks Burgers and I got that big massive ass Brocktoberfest burger?
Oh yeah.
That had the burger, had the bratwurst, had the cheese, onions, and beer mustard dressing, brioche bun.
Mm-hmm.
I have the Burger Eating Master T-shirt that you can get today on the shop zone.
Sweet.
Check it.
I love a good burger. I actually just finished a burger before we went live. Steph and I had Booyah. That's one of our favorite places on a Saturday. Booyah. We get Booyah.
Booyah's good. Booyah is good. For a good pastry place, you should go to the Unwind. The Unwind or Unwind? Unwind. Mechanic. The only problem is they're mainly a coffee place. I'm sure they have more drinks than coffee. I'm sure they have something else.
Yeah. Sounds good. I'm right there with you, Shoebalicious. I love that coffee bullshit as well. Love it to death.
And so, guys, check out the Burger Eating Master T-shirt. If you're a master burger eater like me and Fred, you got to get that shirt. Okay.
Oh yeah. Do it today. Do it now.
Do it now.
Do it now.
Okay, so for those of you, and we were talking about pizza. The Pizzaholic T-shirt. If you're a pizza lover like me, like Fred, check out that shirt.
Yes.
Okay.
I like it.
Pizzaholic. Now, what goes with wings, or what goes with pizza? What goes with pizza?
Pizza and wings all day.
I meant to say what goes, and I said down. I was like, damn it.
Yeah.
So you can't have a Pizzaholic T-shirt without the
beer goes with pizza too. Pizza and beer is always a good time.
Well, yeah, that's true. The Wing Zonaholic T-shirt. So you could wear the Pizzaholic shirt, and your significant other, because they're unisex style shirts, can get the Wing Zone shirt.
Nice.
And so
look at that.
Support an SGW while you're at your favorite bar, restaurant,
wherever. Jay's got you covered. He's got merch for the coffee lovers, for the coffee haters. He's got pizza, burgers, and wings. I mean,
those are the only 5 I got
bingo.
Really for tonight. For tonight, I'll have some more for next week. But yeah, so back to the chat here. Never been looking at. I'll have to check that out. That place.
Jay, I got my hat here. My outside the box live baseball cap.
Nice.
That was my Christmas gift, I think, right? That came
right
before Christmas.
Steph, remember me and Steph? I knew about me and Steph talking about that. Like I'm hiding it from Fred. I want to get him this hat. I'm like, all right, I'll let you know when it's coming. Oh yeah,
you guys made it happen.
We did.
I love it. It's a great hat. It's a very nice hat. You got
I'm not a baseball hat person. I don't wear hats or caps. In your opinion, like, how is that hat? Like the quality, the material, like.
Dude, I'll be honest with you, 100%. Like, I have so many hats. I'm definitely a big hat wearer, and there's a particular kind of hat that I like. First of all, it's got to be black. I love wearing like a black baseball hat, So we got that covered here.
Right.
No, man, I mean, quality wise, it's fantastic. It's great. I mean, it's like the same kind of quality hat that you would get at like a baseball game, a football game, you're trying to support your favorite team, whatever. It's that same kind of quality, dude. So
that's what
I love it.
Like I want to have good quality. Now, unfortunately, with the tariffs, well, we can do that. Yeah, we can pull that off somehow.
Oh, you want to put my ugly mug on a shirt? Oh
Oh,
my
that's
God.
Steph. Oh, yeah, Steph, we can do that. No problem. Send me
Who's
a
going to
picture.
wear it, Steph? You? Are you going to wear a T-shirt with my face on it? Oh my God.
Send me a picture. Send me a picture, Steph, and we'll make it happen. But what was I going to say? Steph sidetracked me on that one.
Yeah,
So I know,
she does that.
I know. Last week we were talking about doing a Bun Busters run, and
Oh yeah,
I
yeah.
like to do that soon before the weather hits. Now I get paid this week, so if you want to make it Saturday, I'm definitely we could do Saturday morning if you and Steph are up, or Steph. Yeah, I want Steph to come too if she can.
I think definitely sometime in October, man, for sure.
Yeah,
Yeah, I will let you know. I'll get a Saturday where she and I are both like free, and we could do the road trip, and
definitely.
we could sample Bun Busters. That would be really cool. So I will let you know for sure.
We got it. We got testimony from the brother crewman currently wearing an SGW Sick Myth T-shirt. Can confirm it's some high quality shirt, high quality shit.
Poop.
Nice brother crewman. And yeah, this week's video, it was kind of like I was kind of stumping, like what do I want to put up for this week? I'm like stumping. Then that's why I came with the Villa. Villa has really good pizza. I love their cheesesteak pizza. But yeah, their calzones were good. Their everything. I haven't had a bad thing from Villa Pizzeria at all.
The meatball sub that you had looked like a winner. That looked good.
Oh, yeah. And the thing is, like with him, he's your typical Italian cook chef. So the meatballs that you see there are all homemade. Like they're not. They're all he home makes the meatballs, the sauce, everything. The only thing I don't think he does is bake the bread, but he could do that too. Who knows? So Chris, if you're watching this tonight from Villa Pizzeria, man, we're giving you guys a shout out. I know she
stuff.
a couple weeks ago. It's
Nice.
I'm wearing my Paranormal Research Society shirt, like so. Yeah, I'm wearing my back in the days of the paranormal. Now for October, I have some old. We're gonna do some flashbacks from when me and FP did the cemeteries. So I'm gonna have like another video with like 2 videos to get, but one is gonna be a cemetery for the month of October because it is Halloween. So I want to get back into paranormal, but it's just the timing. It's just my timing is terrible.
Yeah.
Because Friday I like to do a food review. Saturday we do Outside the Box Live. So trying to actually get somewhere on I'll figure it out. Well, eventually I'll get back to paranormal. So
I used to enjoy those videos, Jay. I think everybody enjoyed when you and FP would do the paranormal stuff. Even those like home investigation videos that you guys did, they were great too because I watched stuff like that anyway, and it was cool to see you guys like going down that realm. That was cool.
Yeah, I tried dabbling. It just with me with full-time work, it was just tough to do everything that the food reviews, the paranormal, the working full time. It just got too much.
Yeah.
But I do so for the month of October, we're gonna be seeing some flashbacks that these videos were never up on my channel. They were up on FP's paranormal channel. So they say you're double posting your video. No, I'm not. It's on my channel now, not his. Speaking of FP, I saw him a couple days ago. I talked to him. Actually, I gave him a ride to the store. We went to the store. Yeah, that's what happened. He's doing pretty good. He doesn't really go live too much anymore, I don't think. But no, he's still doing his thing. He does what he does.
Nice. Yeah, tell him next time you see him, dude. Tell him I said hello. I hope he's doing well. Tell him everybody in Outside the Box land is thinking about him and wishes him a happy Halloween.
It's I'm hoping Halloween. I'm not in this area for Halloween night. If it was like last year, West Pittston becomes Halloween town. It gets
Yeah, it does.
formed in a Halloween town, and it's just, what's up, Pete? How you doing, Mister Toyota Man? Um,
Hello.
it's someone better bless us, because if not, we're screwed. It's
Yes.
but Pete, you got to check out. I was just talking about the Apple Tree House off of 92. That pizza was amazing. Next Friday we should go back and review the chicken wing pizza.
I've heard good things. It's got to be good.
That's what I'm. Yeah, that's. Um, I'm sure they won't mind if we do another video. And I told the lady, I said, I do show Saturday nights. I'm gonna plug your place. Oh, dang, yeah. So they don't care. But yeah, it was.
Nice.
I don't think if I've been anywhere within the last. No, I don't think I have. Oh, yeah, I did. I went to now, Pete. Their hours are, you got to call for it because their hours are odd. It's like they open at 3, close at like 9, and they're open from like Wednesday to Sunday, I think. So you got to call them and to definitely get those hours. But last week, I went back to Sheets in Wyoming, and I tried their bratwurst, and their bratwurst was pretty good. And it's the Johnsonville they use, so it was decent. Can't complain. So that's really the only 2 places I've been for the last week: Sheets and Apple Tree.
Nice.
Yeah.
Jay, I'm going to do a little live taste test here. I got 2 different kinds of root beer. I was at Target today, right?
Oh,
and
God.
I see these like beverages popping up now. These like probiotic, prebiotic sodas. Have you been seeing these?
No, I haven't. Not in Garrity's anyway.
They're like novelty. So like, first of all, they're expensive. I mean, for like a single can, you're paying like, I don't know, almost like $3 a can. And then if you wanted, like, I don't even think it's a 12-pack. I think you get like an 8-pack, and it's like $10 or something. So it's like high-end, healthy soda. They're trying to like flip the narrative on, if you're trying to kick the soda habit, try these, right? Because like this one has 30 calories. The other one has 35. I don't know. It's like,
tell you, Price Chopper. I haven't seen it in Gary's, but I really haven't looked for it either. That Price Chopper has it. Well, now Market 32. Sorry. It tastes just like it's zero sugar cola. I forget the name of it. Oh, it begins. I forget the name of it.
Is it Zevia?
Yeah, or something like Zevia, however you say it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It tasted just like regular Pepsi.
Yeah.
To me, anyway. And it's sugar-free. It's zero sugar, but it tasted just like regular Pepsi.
Yeah. I think it's pretty good. I've tried a couple of theirs. I think they're good.
That was really good. I like that. But I look for it in Gary's, and I don't see it, and I forget. I'm like, I don't know if I want to drive down to Price Chopper just to get soda, but it was good. The Zevia was really, really good. And
nice.
The orange soda poppy is. Oh, so we got to do your taste test. Okay, we got to do the taste test here.
Yeah, well, JM, I never tried poppy. I've had the other one. I've tried this Olipop. All right, so here goes. Let's try the Olipop classic root beer. Let's give this a shot. Smells just like root beer. Smells like Barks root beer.
Nice.
Mm. Yeah, that's good. That's really good. 35 calories. I got to look into like more on, like what are the health benefits of drinking this? Like if I get this instead of like A&W or something.
Right. And I mean, Barks has a good root beer too. Like Barks
Oh
has
yeah.
a really good root beer. I think it's better than A&W. Actually, to be honest.
Yeah, I think Barks definitely one of the best. A&W's good. Mug is good.
Oh yeah, I
I
remember.
love
I
I
remember.
love like the Steckmeyer root beer, Lion's Head. Theirs is good too.
I've had that. I have had that. I've had that once. It's funny because I had it over at Bud's in Edwardsville. They have the Lion's Head root beer,
Oh,
and
do
it
they do
was
they do they do they have it on tap
no, it's the bottle.
in bottles? Yeah, okay. I
Um,
know I know some places locally. There's one place, man, I can't remember, but they used to have it on tap. I'm trying to remember. Anyway, hey, we got False North in the house. What's up, False? We
what's
were just
up
talking
there?
about you.
Yeah, we were. We were just talking about you, false. Um, I would say in the month of October, I'm uh stuff that it was on your channel, not on mine. Um, some of the cemeteries we hit for the month of October because it's Halloween. I'm going to replay them as like a throwback to when you and I used to hit the cemeteries. I have the one where I caught that EVP, which I still to this day like get shivers when I watch that thing. Um, over at St. Mary's in Hanover, clears up. I was like, whoa! But the classic root beer, 9 out of 10 from Sick Myth himself.
Giving this a 9 out of 10. All right, let's move on here. We're going to move on to the next one. I got Poppy. So JM is a Poppy fan. So yeah, I'll have to try that orange soda for sure. Let's give this one a shot.
I'd like that orange to try that orange too. That would be a. Now, where'd you get that Fred? At where?
Target. I was up at Target this afternoon. I had to get some dog food, so I was up at Petco, and then I said, "Hey, you know what? I'll just do my grocery shopping at Target." So it was all right. It was crowded as hell. All right, we're doing Poppy now. Let's do this one. Oh, they are totally different. Wow. Hmm.
All right, so what does the Poppy taste like?
It's like smooth. It's like more creamy, and
so it's like a cream ale.
Yeah, kind of. Jeez, I don't know. I mean, I would drink these both. So we're talking 5 grams of sugar in
All right,
this.
that's not bad.
Another one has, let's see, non-GMO, prebiotics, botanicals, all that hipster stuff. Okay, Olipop has 2 grams of sugar. Damn, I don't know. Let me get another sip of this. I like them both.
All right, so going back, looking at my Libre 3 Plus app in my phone, I was at 201. I dropped now. I'm in the green range of 175, so it's coming down. It's coming down.
There you go.
But what spiked it was I had those potatoes, and I cooked it in not regular oil but olive oil, and so we have a steady 13 hanging with us tonight. Thank you, appreciate it. Let's see. I'm going to
Giving this one an 8 out of 10. I like Olipop better, but that's just me.
On hanging with us on Instagram tonight, we have Michelle Warman. Thank you. We have Ralph Ziza. Ziza, I remember it was funny. I met Ralph on the street outside months ago, and I pull up to the house. I get out of the car, and there's this big ass truck coming like almost. I'm like, this dude's gonna hit me. And he pulls up. He's like, hey, I watch your shows. I'm like, hey, awesome, and yeah, that's I met Ralph. So we got 2 hanging from Instagram. We got people hanging from YouTube. We got people. Let's see. We got people hanging from Facebook. And let me tell you, I appreciate. I know Fred does too. We appreciate each and every one of you guys that hang out, whether it's from Facebook, um,
Indeed.
YouTube.
Indeed, we do. We appreciate all of you.
Now, for on YouTube, or no. On my profile page, we already racked 32 views.
Nice.
Now, I want to see what. So next week we are going to have the Apple Tree House video. So guys, check that out. 12 a.m. Friday, and we also are going to have a home cooking show. I'm throwing up a home cooking show. Back where I was doing corn on the cob and stuffed peppers. So that'll be interesting.
Sweet. We love your home cooking shows, man. Can't wait for some more of those.
Now that like winter's coming, I'm gonna start doing more cooking shows just because. Yeah. The thing is with my house, even with the air fryer, when I put it in bake mode, my kitchen, like you want to like suffocate. It gets that hot.
Yeah.
Even when I use like the regular stove oven, like the regular oven with the stove, it gets so hot in that kitchen. You're like, I'm sweating bullets. But
yeah, we have pretty bad ventilation in our kitchen too. Thankfully, our kitchen's like pretty wide open, like the way my house is kind of set up. But bad ventilation and it gets very hot. Because I got an old school oven that's like built into the wall.
Oh yeah, it's my house. You saw my house. You and Seth been in my house before.
Mm-hmm.
That used to be a single before the flood. I believe before the flood in West Pittston, that hit West Pittston. This used to be one gigantic house, and they broke it down into two sides. Oh. So the actual kitchen part is next door, and they made a makeshift kitchen where my kitchen is now, and. So whenever I bake something or turn, I have to literally, I'm like, wherever I'm throwing up the windows, even in the middle of wintertime, I'm cracking windows because it gets so hot in the kitchen. Mm-hmm. Let's see, we have.
Yeah, that happens. You got a whole bunch of appliances throwing a lot of heat in a small room. So yeah. Jay, remember Stone Cold Steve Austin from the WWF? You know how he would take two beer cans and smash them together? Yeah. And he'd be like soaked in beer. I feel like doing that with these right now. Boom. But then I'd have to clean everything up.
Yeah. Or make Steph do it, she'll beat you up. If Steph has to do it, she'd beat you up.
Yeah, she'll be like, really? You really had to do that? You really had to Stone Cold Steve Austin 2 root beer cans, huh? You just couldn't help yourself, crewman.
Did you ever watch classic ECW, like the original ECW?
Oh God, yeah.
Remember the Sandman? He would drink a beer, bust a beer, break the thing on his head, and blood all over the place.
Dude, that was some violent pro wrestling.
Yeah.
ECW was oh my God, yeah, it was.
And here's the thing:
next level.
I know wrestling's fake, I get it, but ECW. Man, they were still pummeling each other, man. That blood was real blood, Yeah. Paul Heyman, when it comes to storylines and creating Paul Heyman is no comment. Paul Heyman is a gene, a mastermind genius, like Dr. Frankenstein genius.
Mm-hmm.
But when it came to running the company, I guess he just didn't know couldn't do the that part of it. But when it came to storylines, getting wrestlers, he was he's the mastermind. He A game. And they did an interview with him once. And you could find it on YouTube. It was about, they were talking about ECW, where they had someone between the Sandman and was it Tommy Dreamer? Where supposedly one of them got blasted in the eye. So Paul Heyman literally had I forget which wrestler it was, but Paul Heyman had to literally hide one for a week or 2 weeks to build up this storyline drama. He's just he'd hide people and
yeah. Yeah, man, I used to stay up late Saturday nights, right? Like, probably in middle school. Stay up super late. I'd watch SNL. Well, yeah, we'd watch a lot of college football Saturday nights. Watch SNL until 1 a.m. and then I'd start watching ECW. It used to come on one of those like weird channels back in the day. It was like Channel 9 or something.
Do you have Service Electric?
No, we always had like Adelphia and Comcast.
Okay, because when I first found ECW, I was living in East End Wilkes-Barre, and in that part of Wilkes-Barre had Service Electric, and I remember it was when I had my knee operated on. I couldn't walk. I would just sit at the edge of the bed, and literally that's it. So one night I'm flipping through the channels, and I see this wrestling, and I'm like, this is no. It's not WWF. Well, back then WWF or NWA. I'm looking like, what the hell? Then I see like someone take a chair and like just literally like bash someone over the head, and I'm like, oh, that's a DQ right all the way, and I'm like, no, it's not. They're not DQ. It's like,
they're still going. They're still fighting. Yeah.
What the hell is this? Mm-hmm. And then I wait and I see ECW. I'm like, what the hell's ECW? But I'm like,
yeah.
I had me and my one buddy, Joe. If you're watching, what's up, Joe? We went down to. They used to come to the Kingston Armory and do a show.
Mm-hmm.
And whenever you'd watch ECW on TV, if you ever had the chance to, like original ECW, at the end you'd see chairs just getting thrown into the ring.
Oh yeah, yeah.
That really happens because it was my buddy Joe. It was me. Well, now his wife, but his girlfriend then, but now his wife. So it was me, her, and him. He brought a garbage can. He wanted to get signed. Like, cause if they use your thing, they'll sign it. Like if they use it, they'll sign it. So my buddy went to go get his thing signed. I don't know if it was a garbage can or can lid or it was something. Well, next thing, I just happened to look the right way. I see a chair flying over me and her head. It's like, I was like, whoa. So I quick grab her to cover her head because you don't know where the things are come flying from. Next thing you know, I kind of do one of these numbers and just like massive amounts of chairs hit the ring. And I'm like, wow, this is.
Yeah, it was out of control. I mean, it really was. It was just madness.
Not at that chunk, but one before that, we were sitting on like the other side, and it was Balls Mahoney and Axel Rotten.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, they ended up going. You know how the Armory has the upper level, like you'd sit up top or down below.
Yeah, it's like really like slim up there. There's only a certain number of seating up in that upper deck. Yeah.
Well, they were fighting up on top, and of them, they had one of them literally hanging over the edge, like literally by his like in like a I would call it a whatever you call hold.
Chokehold.
I'm waiting for this dude to fall and break his neck, but he ended up like, I'm like, oh, and they're fighting, and was it Domino's Pizza? Someone had a pizza truck there, like so you can get pizza. Well, one of them grabbed a pizza box and hits Axel Ron with a pizza box, and he looks at him like, really, like a pizza box, like, and he just starts pummeling the hell out of him. Those were the good old days, let me tell you.
Oh yeah, I never got to see ECW in person.
Oh, it was fun.
We used to. Man, geez, you know what, dude? I saw WWF at the CYC in Scranton many times.
I remember those days before the days of the arena.
Yep, yeah, exactly. Before the arena, you'd go up to the CYC. We used to go to Hershey. We saw them in Hershey, and we also used to go up to Binghamton, the Broome County Arena, and we saw WCW up there a couple times. Like, what was it called? Monday Nitro, I think.
Yeah. The Monday Night Wars. All right, guys in the chat, girls, have you ever guys witnessed ECW in real real life? The old ECW, not McMahon's remade version. We're talking back in the day.
Yeah, we're talking like early 2000s ECW.
It's
Chris Benoit, like all those guys.
can't believe he killed himself.
Yeah,
I can't believe he killed his kid and his wife and then killed himself. I was like, whoa.
Yeah, that's quite the tragedy there. He was that was bad.
Because was it Eddie Guerrero or was it the Benoit one? They were just at WWF was just at the arena, and they did it. They had it where Vince McMahon's limo got caught on fire, blew up.
Yeah.
So I think
I remember that.
I think they edited it like it was live, and then they went like pre-tape, and then like because there's no way like unless they somehow pulled it off, who knows? So, but that
weren't people calling the police and stuff because of that explosion? I think.
Yeah, they were.
And, yeah, I think Luzerne County 911 was like
going nuts,
flooded with calls that night because of that limo blowing up. Yeah,
it was someone's trying to take out Vince McMahon, and
right.
So the next week, me and now the ex-wife, we were down in Virginia on vacation, and I'm like, oh, Monday I'm gonna turn on wrestling, and they have Vince McMahon. I'm like, oh, and like what this? I'm like thinking the person I thought was something's up because for him to break character or break storyline, something had to happen. Mm-hmm. And then it was either Chris Benoit or Eddie. I think it was Chris Benoit when he killed himself, and it was like went from like to like all serious. I was like, ooh, something happened.
Yeah. But Eddie Guerrero died too. He died in like 2005. Yeah.
But the Guerrero, I mean, the Benoit one was bad.
Oh yeah, yeah, terrible.
They said, and I don't know how true it is. They said that like he had that what he calls it, the crippler crossfade or something, like where he choked you out his submission. Well, they said he did that on both his kid and his wife, who was his wife was Deborah. She went by woman. She was actually, I think, at one point married to Steve Mongo McMichael.
Oh wow.
Because he was about maybe 6 months ago. He was in the news for some Mongo's and for something. I don't know what happened. Did he die? I can't remember. But he killed his kid and his wife with that move.
Yeah,
suffocated him literally, because that's what I think eventually happens with that. It cuts you, chokes you out, and then he hung himself. From if I remember the story right.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah. Yep. Man, I remember when Owen Hart died.
That was tragic too. Like they said like he practiced that like all like at least 10 times and everything was perfect. Yep. But he did it out of costume, out of character. Yep. They said when they hooked with that big thing, it didn't connect right or didn't fasten right. So when he went down, he just went right into the ring. And I remember that night, because I was watching. I used to get pay-per-views all the time.
Yeah,
and,
yeah.
Like there was a big like, do they continue or do they not? Like that was the like, because they like basically stopped it for like a good hour, at least. I think it was at least a good hour. And it was Jim Ross and I forget who was with them, but
probably like, Jerry the King Lawler, probably yeah.
And they're like, I remember Ross like I we don't know what to say. So it wasn't something planned. It wasn't something, it legit. He like died on live TV.
Yeah.
Like literally died on my TV. And I was like, wow.
Yep. Yeah, that was a bad one too. I remember that was a pay-per-view. A friend of mine back in the day, he used to have like a little get together at the house. He'd have some friends over. We get the pay-per-view like SummerSlam, WrestleMania. But I don't think I went to that because we weren't watching it. But I remember the next day in school, all my buddies that were wrestling fans.
I'm talking about
yeah, I mean that's before social media, so like word didn't really spread, through the internet and stuff. I mean, I'm sure it did, but not like today. But yeah, everybody at school that day was like real,
Remember when the internet first came out? You had one of the big was AOL Online, and it was like dial-up.
Yep, I sure do.
And then I remember I had AOL for a while, but then I went to Epix, it was a server called Epics. It was a dial-up. So there was no really high speed, but they had YouTube. YouTube site was up. I remember trying to watch something and like you couldn't because dial-up just did not hold the speed so you could watch YouTube.
Yeah.
And,
too much buffering.
Yeah, it was. And then I remember one day when I actually got like a cable modem, and I'm like, oh wow, like
oh yeah, game changer, total game changer.
It was either DSL or I think it might have been DSL first, but still, even with DSL, it's like, wow.
Yeah, I mean, back in the day, if you absolutely like if you had DSL, it's like, oh dude, you got DSL, and then if you had cable, yeah, thank you to whoever invented the cable modem.
Yeah, really. But now it's like just about everybody has cable modems. Like it's like, oh
yeah.
And
yeah,
when I was cleaning out my house, everything, I came across my old Verizon DSL modem. I was like, wow, I still have this thing, like damn.
You could probably like give it to a museum or something, Jay, in like 30, 50 years they'll be, this is what the internet used to run on. This was a DSL modem.
And then
put it in a glass case somewhere.
And I remember my one buddy who had AOL, they actually got a second phone line because when you were online, nobody could call you because you get a busy signal because you were online. You were using the phone line. So you had to get the second line in.
That's right.
Yeah, I remember I'm like, Mom, we need a second phone line. For what? So I can run that. The hell we are. No, we're not.
Oh, yeah.
And then like I remember my mom's after my dad, years after my dad died, my mom started seeing this older gentleman. And the next day my mom would be like, hey, so tried to call me last night and he couldn't get through. Oh, sorry. I was like trying to like upload or download something or and it just took like ever.
Yeah.
I'd let it go. I'd let it like run all night, and then like by the next morning, you had like 99% of it done.
Right.
Yeah. Oh my God, those were the times.
I know, man.
People out there who had internet before DSL, who had AOL, who had dial-up. God, that's like.
Jay, I remember the first computer that we got in, when I still lived at home with my parents and my younger brother. It would have been like 1995 because we had Windows 95, right? So right. I remember my uncle who's like very tech savvy, always was on the cutting edge of, new technology, GPS, cell phones, all that good stuff. He came and set everything up. Dude, it would take like 20 minutes for the computer just to turn on, right? And like for everything to boot. And then you'd connect to AOL. And it would make that annoying screeching sound.
Dong, dong, and like.
Yeah. And then my mother would pick up the phone to like make a phone call. She'd go to like call my grandma or something, check on her, and I'd get kicked off.
Oh,
it was terrible.
Oh, it was bad. But we needed to get through that to what we have today.
Yeah.
So I want to throw it out to the 9 people that are still watching. Did you guys have internet before DSL? Like, did you experience the dial-up? Whether it's AOL or you had Epic or any other type of provider, but it was dial-up. And what was your experience? Yeah, it was like.
Is anyone watching this live right now via dial-up internet connection? I highly doubt it, but you never know.
I doubt it. I wouldn't even like. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't even. Yeah.
I'm still mad.
Think it would work.
I tried to connect Restream with TikTok Live to like bring in the TikTok people, and they're like, well, you have to apply. So I'm like, all right, I clicked apply, and they said, oh, you were approved, make sure you go within 7 days. And this would have been the 7th day. And staff dial up all the way. And it said, you were approved and good, within 7 days. So I'm like, well, by the time we have Saturday, it'll be, within the 7 days. So I tried to do it. Yeah, there he is.
Yeah.
Joey T's in the house. We were talking about.
Yep. Joey, I for whatever reason, I used to collect those CDs. Like, I don't know, because they would be free everywhere. Or you'd buy like a skateboard magazine or something. There'd be like AOL CDs in there. I had a stack of those. They're all gone. But yeah, man. Yeah, Joey, we were talking about you earlier. Jay went to the Apple Tree in Jay. Where is that? Harding, Exeter Township,
The Apple Tree House. So it's like
Apple Tree
the
House.
Apple Tree Terrace.
Right. Yes.
I Propel Grape. Berry. Yeah, no, not really. Went to the Apple Tree House, Joey, and on last night. And I got their Apple Tree House pizza, their version of their signature pizza. And it was amazing. It was good. It had sweet and hot peppers, mushrooms, onions, tomatoes, cheese, sauce. And it was the crust, like it wasn't like a thick, it was fried, but it wasn't thick. It was more like thinner, which I loved. You'll be seeing that Friday, 12 a.m. on the YouTube channel and on Facebook. But yeah, so we were thinking about you, Joey. We were like, you gotta tell Joey T if we see him. Yeah, Joey T put remember the 10 hours of AOL free when you get with that disc you would get?
Yes.
Epix had Epix was you get the disc like from Epix too, like you have to put the disc in and run the disc.
Oh yeah. There was another one too, Net Zero, I think. Net Zero. I used to collect them. It's probably because I'm like OCD, but I used to collect those CDs. I probably had like thousands of free hours of
internet.
AOL. Yeah.
It's funny because with Net Zero gave you like, you didn't have to buy their service. You use their like free, but you only got like 5 hours a month or something really like stupid. And then when you go online, it would have on the bottom it have like their ad banner ad, but you got it for free, just only so many hours. And when you hit that, it'd be like, your monthly allowance has expired. So you had to wait for the next month if you didn't want to pay for it.
That's right. Yeah, CompuServe. Yeah. Man. You know what? Just for shits and giggles, I'm just going to go on eBay right now and just see if people are selling those. Just
for nostalgia.
Yeah.
Now, Joey, here's the thing. Like when I was there, I asked them the hours. They open at 3 and they close by 9. So, and I believe they're closed Monday and Tuesday. I remember Prodigy Internet. I remember that. Yeah.
People are selling those CDs on eBay. It's hilarious. I mean, some of them are like, I'm looking at some of these pictures. I had some of these.
For how much?
Man. Like $4.99, $3.99 plus shipping. Like vintage collectible. Dial up AOL. Like 1,000 free hours. Oh man, that's so funny.
That's classic.
That's crazy, dude.
And now today we have, like streaming services for like TV and everything. And
oh yeah, I mean we're so spoiled.
Oh yeah, we are. We really, really are. eBay $30. Sold these old cardboard CD long boxes. Nice. My other buddy, talk about eBay. Remember when the Blair Witch Project, the first movie, came out?
Mm-hmm.
The guys who put that together were freaking geniuses. They had a website, or they built a website, so if anybody searched, it would reflect. Oh, did this really happen? Like, they just gave people cameras and said, "Go that way or go this way."
Right.
The actors didn't know what was going to happen, so when they would jump and get scared, they were legit. They were really scared. He said, like, the guy, they were talking to the like 3 people, or the people it was like a couple people that created it. Like they maxed out all their credit cards, but then they made like millions off this.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was a big success. Like they pretty much pioneered like the found footage genre of movies. Because then.
And all they said was like, here's a couple cameras, just go and video.
Yeah.
That's it. And then like there was one part of the movie where they went to sleep in their tent, and the next day they woke up and there's like all the rock
Yeah.
like,
All the little stick figures,
I,
and
like
the rocks.
they would sneak in when they were sleeping. They would sneak in and do that.
Yeah.
So and trying not to wake them up. So in the morning they walk out and they're like, "What the hell's it?" And like
Yeah.
they said at the end they had to like hide these people that they had the actors. They had to hide them for like a month or at least a couple months, like to make it everything seem realistic.
Yeah,
But
like it actually happened. Like they went missing, and yeah.
That shack that they found out in the middle of the nowhere wasn't a studio. It was just a rundown shack out in the middle of nowhere. And my buddy and one of his friends, they drove out. There was somewhere, I think Virginia. Why I'm not surprised.
Maryland, I think. Yeah, somewhere in Maryland in the Black Hills.
Went out there and saw it, and he took pictures to say, "Hey, I was here." He took bricks. He took mason jars, filled them with dirt, put them on eBay, put the pictures up to say, "Hey, this is." You know how at the end of the movie where they showed that guy standing in the corner?
Oh yeah.
And then all of a sudden everything just goes. Well, he has a picture of himself standing in the corner like that to say, "Hey, I'm here." He sold bricks for $20 because he could say, "Hey, I was from this place. Here's the pictures to prove it." He was selling like mason jars of dirt for like $10 or $15. I'm like, you crazy SOB. Because I'm like, who's more crazier, the him who's putting it up to sell it, or the people actually buying it?
Right.
Right. And I'm like, and literally all it was just dirt and
bricks.
Oh, do you remember in part of the movie where he saw the window frame with the symbols? He took those too. And he cut them down, so he was selling like per symbol for like $5 or something. And he got them. I'm like thinking, going, Jesus, Mary and Joseph, like, how the hell do you think of this stuff? And people are actually paying for it. That's what got me. People like, not the fact that he put up there to try and sell. Those people that bought, I don't know if they bought all the stuff, but like they bought like bricks. Next thing you do, you go next door, steal a brick out of someone's backyard. Hey, I was at the blur, but he had to back it up to say, "Hey, I was here." Here's the shack.
Yeah, it was authentic, because he went down and dude, wow.
He said by the time him and his one buddy got there, it was people were going there just like raiding it, and it was like so dilapidated. Like it could have fell in on them, but I'm glad it didn't. That's how bad it was. It was bad when they did the movie. It was worse after everybody started raiding. Because like my buddy were taking like bricks and window frames, and I was like, Jesus, Joseph. And
wow.
He was telling me this. I'm like, I'm laughing. I'm like, I don't know if I'm laughing more at the fact he tried to sell it or the fact that actually people bought some.
Right.
I don't know if he ever sold all of it or just. I know he sold some of it. I don't know if he ever sold all of it. But I'm like, you gotta be kidding me. Then they tried. Someone tried to redo the Blair Witch, and it was just. It wasn't the same people. It was different people.
Yeah.
I figured. Well, from what if I remember the story, because they were interviewing the 3 original guys that did it, like they didn't want to do something because they didn't want to like. They did it. They made it like they did it perfect, and they didn't want to screw it up. So they weren't going to do an, but someone else did it, and that was stupid.
Yeah.
I mean, like watching that Blair Witch, me and a couple of our friends went down. It was at the Gateway. It was when the Gateway had the movie theater, and that's where I saw it. Man, I was walking out there, and I got we'd come out from the movie. I was getting the chills walking in my car, thinking, "Is there someone like that's how it's screwed with your head?" And that's like a movie I keep telling people about. There's a movie called The Hearse. It was filmed like either late 70 or early 80, I forget. There was no blood, there was no gore, but it screwed with your head. You would get scared. It messed with your head. It was about I mean people are gonna but like a lady inherited her aunt's house, and it turned out the aunt worshipped the devil. And then all of a sudden this like she'd be coming home like from her job, and like this big old ass hearse would like try and run her off the road. Or like she'd be in her house and she'd see this hearse in the driveway, like in her like in her front of her house. it psychologically screwed with your head, but it was a good movie.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
and then like she ended
Speaking,
up. I'm not going to give it away, but if you guys could find the hearse on YouTube, watch it. Watch
yeah,
it.
man, we're getting into spooky season here, right? You know, everybody's got the Halloween decorations up. I know West Pittston turns into Halloween town. Um, anybody in chat? Anybody see the new Conjuring movie? Because I know it's like loosely based on the Smurl haunting, which really happened in our backyard. I mean, that
Literally,
happened right in our local area here. So if anybody saw the new Conjuring, is it any good? Is it as good as the others? Were there any like local, NEPA kind of references or anything? I
I
haven't
was
seen it, so
cause I'm friends with I'm friends with one of the Smurls on Facebook, and she posted that they because the people that did that movie, I guess, interviewed like her and her family. I guess for back and forth when they were doing like when they're making this, and she went and saw it. Like I guess they gave her like they said, we're going to see the movie or whatever, however it happened. She said it wasn't bad. Like it really wasn't bad. Did it depict the fully of the Smurls? I don't think it did, but in some spots it might have. But overall, she said it was not bad. I still haven't seen it yet because I'm not gonna go myself, just because. Um, yeah,
yeah.
The Conjuring. I, also, Silent Hill. I'm going back to Silent Hill. That was years ago.
Hmm.
Silent Hill was based off of Centralia.
Hmm.
At first, a lot of
Yep.
people didn't realize that it was because it didn't. It when you because I saw it in the movies and it didn't. It I wouldn't have put two and two together just from watching the movie, but when I afterwards I read, I was like, it was based off Centralia.
Yep.
Damn.
Yep. The ghost town. Yep.
But yeah, we're coming into the Halloween season. Any
We are.
Does any one of our wonderful followers care to be a special guest next week? If you do, I'm putting. I'm going to put my email in the chat. If anybody wants to come on the show next week, because as you all know, Mike's no longer with us. And this week Gina couldn't make it. She had things going on. So even if now, I don't know if Gina will be here with us next week. I don't know. Um, Regardless if she's or she isn't, if anybody wants to be a guest co-host, I'd love to get your brother back on here. If he's or
That
Steph.
that would be cool. That would be cool. Yeah. Steph does want to come on some night,
Someday.
Tonight would have been good, but she was out with spending some time with family, so she just got home a little bit ago. But yeah, some night I'm going to get her on. She and will be here together.
Joey, I remember that. I saw that movie too, or I saw parts of it at one point. Back in the day,
Oh yeah, I heard about that. I got to check that out.
there was. I'm not gonna give it away, but there was a cool ending part. Like that was like really like if that really happened. And from when I was talking to, like I said, I know one of the Smurls on Facebook.
Mm,
That happened. Like the ending really, really happened. Like it wasn't made up for TV. It really happened. If I'm thinking now the right ending. Um, yeah. Also, someone want if even if you want to come on for a half hour, we'd love to have anyone want to come on be a co-host for the night, half the night, an hour, doesn't matter. Because I'm sure you
yeah,
probably guys get tired of watching just me and Fred.
yeah,
But no, we always have a good. I've had people tell me off, off camera, off live. Um, they like I mean they like we have a good like what you call it
Chemistry.
yeah. And I'm trying to get and I have to talk to her again and see if she'll do it next week or one of these weeks with us. My old food review partner Cinnamon, like she's back in the area. I'm trying to get her. I want to get her on the show, just even if it's just for old time. Hey, guess who it is? Like so even if it's for like a half hour, just to bring her back. Just give her an update of what's going on, how she's been, blah 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 blah. I keep forgetting to call her. But I really want to get Cinnamon back on the show.
Cool.
You watched you and Steph used to watch my early food reviews, and
yeah,
like, me and her, like everybody, like, are you two dating? We never dated. We were just really really close from back in the day. We just had that connection. We worked like on camera. We just worked together perfect. And our last video we did, I think, was the chicken coop.
Yeah.
Or it might have been one after that, but it was like the chicken coop was like one of the last. And
one of the best ones like from that era, because those are some of your older videos, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I remember you and Cinnamon went to Franco's in Wilkes-Barre, and they kind of like just gave you guys everything, the kitchen sink, man. I mean, there was so much food on the table. It looked.
There was, I might go back. I got to go back to Franco's because it's been a few years. I got to go back to Franco's. Maybe Friday I'll go back to Franco's. But yeah, it's funny because so like how that happened was a week earlier, Cinnamon and one of her friends just happened to like stop by, see it, and she's like, "Oh, this would be good for a food review." And she's telling the owner, like, her, and me, we do food reviews, and they're like, "Oh yeah, come on down." So we went back. We went back the next week. We set it up, and we had our own table like reserved, like we were like we had our own spot, and
yeah, that was a great one.
They bring out the first, like that's when I first tried pickle pizza, and I'm like,
oh yeah.
But the way they did it was really good, and they did the crust, and they put they made like notches it so, and they put cheese in the part of the crust so you could dip whatever and then you eat the pizza.
Mm-hmm.
So then like, oh well, we want you to try this pizza now. Okay, and
can't say no. I mean, they're
and then
yeah,
and then what happened? Oh, they're like, I think we tried like 2 or 3 different pizzas. And then they're like, "Oh, you got to try our dessert." And I'm like, "Oh, yeah, you got to have dessert." They brought out cannoli. They brought out something else. And I'm sitting there looking at Cinnamon going, "We're going to have one hell of a Billy this." She's like, "Yeah, I know." She's like, I'm good. I said, "Yeah, we'll do it. We can do it. We'll be all right." Because we're going to have to go have some. So she's like, "Yeah, I know."
Yeah, and like, I mean, the food just kept coming. I mean, they just kept bringing more good stuff out for you guys.
Try that, and I'm like, and I'm thinking in the back of my head, well, thank you, but I'm so, and I don't assume someone's gonna like comp like anything that I do. Like I don't expect I expect to pay for everything, and so I'm like, all right, let's get this over with. So I'm like, what do I owe you? What do we owe you? Like, no, it's not. I'm like that. I'm like, first I said that's not necessary. She's like, no, you're coming, you're showing off our stuff. It's our pleasure. We're glad you're here. So thank you very much. But in my head I'm going, oh thank God. Because like this could have been a good, easy, like $50 bill. Easy, if not more. And then we're getting ready to leave, and then the carolers come in, so we're watching the carolers, and it was a good day. It was a good day at Franco's, and I'd like to get Cinnamon to go back to Franco's with me and do a review. That would be awesome.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. You guys should do that.
Get her to come back and we do like a coming back, like
a redo. Yeah, like a revisit. Yeah. You know what, Jay? The other video that was like similar to that too. I love the one that you did. It was at Pepe's in Plains. Pepe's Pizza.
Oh, the first one I did.
Yeah, because I've been there. Like that's like kind of down the road for me. So I've been there a couple times. We get takeout. It's a small place. There's not much like
there's like 2 tables. That's it. Like,
Yeah.
sit there. If not, most of it's a takeout. They eat mostly takeout.
Yeah, I mean, it's your it's your typical like takeout pizzeria kind of place. There's a couple tables, like you said, but I mean, they were just bringing the food out. Hey, try this, try that, try this pasta. That's one of my favorite videos.
It was funny because, again, one of the girls that worked for Pepe, I went to school with. I knew for years. I still know for years. And she worked there, and she was telling him about it. He's like, "Oh, tell him to come down. Tell him to come down." So again, I'm expecting to pay for everything because I don't. People they're there to make money. I understand that. And Franco's is South Main Street. But they're like, so he's bringing. I want you to try. First, he brings out like a cut of pizza. Try his pizza. Then he brings out like 2 of his wings. A couple try. Then he brings out meatballs. Then God knows what else. And I'm like, by the time I'm done, I'm like, I feel like I'm out to here. And so I'm like, what do I owe you? He's like, no, I invited you. I wanted you here. Oh, thank God. I'm like, oh, well, thank you. I'm thinking, oh, thank God. Because some of those, and there was a third one that happened. And I don't know if he's still in business. Now, this building's still there. It's still open, but I don't know what he does in there now. If you're on Carverton Road, and depending which way you come, if you come from the highway, you make a
Kava Corner.
Yeah. He messaged me one time and said, "Hey, I'm a follower of your page. It was on Facebook. I'm a follower of your page. I see your reviews. You're pretty. You're pretty much honest." I said, "Well, I try to be." I said, "Now, am I biased here and there a little bit? I don't know, but I try to be as right down the middle as I can be." He's like, I noticed that. He goes, "I want you to come out. Would you come out to my place and do a review?" Absolutely. So I'm like, "Well, where are you located?" And blah blah. I said, "Okay, have a set up for next." It was a Friday. I went. So I walk in and I meet him. I shake him. "Hi, how you doing? I'm Jason. Nice to meet you. Blah blah. Thank you for inviting me down. Yada yada yada." So before the video, actually, as we're starting the video, he's like, he introduces himself and he tells everybody what kava is. It's like a tea. Like, see, and I give him kudos a lot, and still to this day, he's a recovering alcoholic. And what he tried to create was a non-alcoholic place where everybody can go and have a good time. Food, non-alcoholic drinks, to still have that social but not have the alcohol. So this kava is supposed to be some type of tea. And at one point he added plastic, but he used to serve coconut, like actually coconut cups, but he said that got a little too expensive. But what happened? Everybody would get and you could actually get it right how it is, or add a flavor shot if you want a flavor shot. So I tried both. I remember trying both. So, and you'd say, I forget what you would say, but you'd be like, and you do this shot. It's almost like a shot, a little bit bigger than a shot. And so we're talking. He's like, "Well, I want you to try a couple things there." I'm like, "Okay, that's cool." He goes, what do you like to eat? What's your favorite? I said, "Well, what do you recommend?" He goes, "Well, we're really known for our cheesesteaks." I said, "Okay, then I love cheesesteak. Let me have a cheesesteak." Well, their cheesesteak, he was actually like really prime rib for his cheesesteak, not like minister, this was like prime rib, like primo.
Yeah.
Well, first he goes, "Now I'm going to give you our sampler." He goes, "Normally it comes out once, but I'm going to bring it out in pieces so you can try each one." All right. Trying to remember now off the top of my head. I tried his wings. He had like tender, like there was like at least 8 different things in this sampler that he gave me. And I'm getting stuffed. Now he's like, "Oh, we got your cheesesteak coming." I'm like, "Oh, I forgot I still got the thing."
Yeah, I forgot.
Yeah, everything was delicious. He baked at that point, he baked the bread that these things came. They baked in house. They did everything in house. I hope they're still open. Like, I hope they're still going good. I have to stop in and like to see what's going on. There was another one. So there was really only like 3 that I actually got invited to: Kava Corner, Pepe's, and Franco's. Now all the other ones, when they find out what I'm like, oh, thank you for coming. Oh yeah, no problem. I like to try, and I tell everybody. I think that's why my channel isn't as big as the other channels, because I think my content's pretty good. I'm at 736 subs, but I do a lot of local. Like, there's times I'll throw in RBs, or I'll throw, which I wanted. They brought back their Italian. They brought back their Italian hoagie, but they call it something different now. But it's literally their old Italian hoagie that they had years ago.
Mm-hmm.
I still want to try it. I want to do it maybe like a drive-through thing.
Yep.
And
but I saw that. I saw that they brought back like their with the salami, pepperoni,
and
the Italian hoagie.
They call it the Italian beef sandwich. That's what what I'm seeing on YouTube now. They're calling it the Italian beef sandwich. But I'm looking at it, I'm like, wait a minute, there's pepper, there's the pepper. I'm like, that's just like the old Italian hoagie that we used to make years ago. I guess they're just revamping and calling something different, saying, hey, it's new. No, it's really not new. It's been there 30 years ago. It's just a different name. It's
Jay, I think there's that place in Wyoming too. Is it Kalani's? Is that the name of it? The guy does like Hawaiian food, like Hawaiian smoothies and.
Oh crap! I forget.
Kaulani's, I think.
Something like I forget, but I think you're pretty close. If not correct, you're pretty close.
Yeah, something like that.
At that point, when I was there, he was just opening. So I'd love to actually go back and see like how he's been, how he's doing, if he expanded. He was supposed to do pizza too. Because that's it was a Friday. That's why I stopped, because I wanted to check out his pizza. But he's like, I'm not doing pizza yet because I want to find he wants to do it Hawaiian, his Hawaiian traditional way. And I guess you needed specific ingredients and specific dough or ingredient to make the dough. And he couldn't find that yet. So he wasn't going to do it until he found he just wasn't going to do any pizza. He was going to do Hawaiian his way, like his pizza. So yeah, that'd be something though. If hey Jen, how are you? How you doing? I'd love to go back and see him. And I remember that night he wanted me to try this warm bread type thing with some type of butter on it. I was like, oh my god, it was really good. He's back in when he was in Hawaii, they would get up at 2 a.m. to be at this place at their place at 3 a.m. to get this bread. I'm like, damn, it must be some good ass bread.
Yeah.
Jen's coming to us from Facebook. Hi, Jen.
Hey, Jen. Jay, how about when you stop at the Notice Gyro King truck? Do they ever say, oh, hey, because I was there a couple months ago. I was the one up before he moved from 309 to Wilkes-Barre Township Boulevard. He's in a different spot now.
Right.
I went to the Exeter one once, I think. But the Wilkes-Barre one's a little closer for me. But I went and I ordered a whole bunch of stuff, and he's like, "Oh, try this." He sent me home with grape leaves and maybe.
Did he recognize you from the show? Did he see you from the show?
No, I think just like one night after work, we were just in the mood for something different. And his food, the way he cooks his chicken and the Udo meat and everything, it's just so authentic, and it's seasoned so nicely. It's so different than anything you could get anywhere. And he's a great guy. So I'm just talking to him, and he's like, "Oh, I'm gonna." So he put together a little sampler. I think there was some dessert items and stuff, maybe a baklava or something.
Okay. Yeah, when I'll hit the truck over at Exeter, and I'm assuming there's one guy's in the truck, one guy's over at Wilkes-Barre. I'm assuming anyway. And the truck's been gone, so I'm assuming he's probably down at Bloomsbury. He's probably down at Bloomsbury.
Oh yeah.
Which if he's not, I'll call him nuts.
Ooh.
How was that, Jen? Was that good? Januzzi's mom. I had Januzzi's pizza I showed that video a couple weeks ago. Now pizza was still always good, but I'll go over see the gyro guy. Hey buddy, how you doing? He knows me, and even at the tomato festival, what's up? You know, he's like, hey, what's going on? You know, and
he loves his customers. I mean, that's a true, you know, local food truck kind of guy. I mean, he just appreciates his customers so much. He's a great guy.
Always, every time he sees me, he's like, hey, thanks for the video. You know, and so he knows who I am. Like he knows who I am, and like he's like, what are you getting this time? Well, I want a gyro, and do you want the fry? Yeah, give me the fry. You know. But he give like when you get, if anybody who has not went to notice the Gyro King, you just don't get it. Like you get like it's like packed. Like you cannot eat it. Like normally you eat a gyro with your hand. You cannot eat this thing with your hand. You have to break it down with a fork and knife first. Then you attempt to try and pick it up when it's half done. Yeah. That's how thick. That's how big this gyro is. And go to my YouTube channel, my food truck playlist. And you'll see just like how big you get these things. And his prices for that, it's average. He's pretty average. Yeah. He doesn't overkill you. I know prices now with everything going up. You got to do what you got to do. But for the most part, his prices are still pretty average. They're still pretty good because you're getting a whole shitload of stuff load of food.
Absolutely.
Jen said it was amazing.
And Jay, when you went to the guy who has the hot dog truck or the hot dog cart down on the boulevard.
Oh, Sharif.
Yeah.
Sharif.
And you got that nice shirt made for him. That was a great video too. He loved that shirt.
He did.
That was awesome.
I'm assuming he's done for the season. I would assume. I went back there a couple, like maybe 3 weeks ago. I had the day off. It was when I was running between appointments, and I went by to see, and he wasn't there. So I'm assuming he's done for the season. But he'll be back out. I know he'll be back out next summer. Unless he went down to the fair. Maybe he's down to the fair. I have no idea. But Sharif Mobile Express.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is, Jen. Yeah. For what you get for his prices, even with with the tariffs kind of pushing everything up, his prices are still basically, haven't changed. Maybe $1 here, maybe a cent here, but it's still basically pretty the same.
Definitely.
I was joking with him the last time I got there. I'm like, hey, I don't see you don't have any hot dogs, do you? He's like, no. He's like, maybe I should. So he was like, oh, maybe I'll do a Greek style hot dog. I'm like, I'm there.
That would be cool. That would be really cool.
But yeah, like food. I love food trucks. They're probably the worst thing I could eat, but I love food trucks.
Well, Jay, I was on the boulevard last Saturday. I was picking up pizza from Ricky's, and I was on my way home. And on the other side of Turkey Hill, there's like a whole food truck like community going on there, man. There were like 4 or 5 food trucks last Saturday.
And where's this?
I think there was like a Wilkes-Barre Boulevard.
Okay.
Like if you're coming down Cole Street, turn left and like pass Turkey Hill, and then there's just like a little like dirt parking lot. It's like an unpaved like little lot, and there's like at least like 4 or 5 different food trucks. And they were like cooking it up last week. There were people in line. I was like, man, what is going on here? It looked like a good time.
Joey put, what happened to Stitch? Like, I don't know, who's Stitch? I don't know what you mean by Stitch. Like, I'm
Stitch
lost on that one. Yeah,
like Lilo and Stitch.
Yeah, but like, I'm sorry, Joey. I'm lost on what you mean by what happened to Stitch. I have no idea what you're talking about.
Oh, Gina, maybe because Gina.
Stitches.
Is always stitching.
Okay, no, Gina couldn't make it tonight. She had stuff going on, so she was not here tonight. So it's just me and Fred.
You're stuck with us, Joey.
Yeah. And I'm looking here. I see 49 people click the QR code. Be nice if all you 49 people bought something, but hey, I'm still happy. No, but very much for clicking that QR code. We have good solid 10 still running with us. Whether it's Facebook, Instagram, YouTube. Uh, Smash Burgers. There's,
They're pretty good.
yeah.
I like smash burgers.
There used to be, and he's no more. He's done. I mean, he closed like this year. He was open last year, so I don't know why he didn't do it this year unless he just couldn't. I don't know. But if you went down to the Narrows, went like you're going to like Plymouth, there's a beer store. It's if you're going, it'd be on the left, and there's a convenient on the right. Well, he had a food truck in that parking lot called crap, I forget the name. But I was there. I got a couple of his hot dogs, and I got like his macho dog, which had like cheese and jalapenos on it, and I got a bacon dog. It was good. I don't know why he unless he just wasn't making money. I don't know why. Now the truck still sits there, but it's not open or anything. Stitch's Smash Burgers. Yeah, correct, Joey. That's what it was.
Oh, okay.
The guy was a really nice guy. Made really good food. So I don't know like what happened or because one minute he's up and running. Next minute, even on his Facebook page, it was like and he's closed. I don't know what happened.
I know what you're talking about now. Yeah, I misunderstood when you said what happened to Stitch.
That's what. That's what
me.
I thought maybe he was talking about Gina because Gina does Stitch she does her Stitch's Smash Burgers in Plymouth.
There was Stitch's Smash Burgers. Yes.
All right, now I'm gonna go back to maybe 93, 94. There used to be, if you're going over like to Larksville, or you're going over to the Curry Donut in Larksville, you have to pass that junkyard on the left that's been there for many years. Now going back 93 and 94, there used to be that sat in that parking lot was a beat up old school bus. A guy called himself Famous Phil. He would sell hot dogs out of this school bus. And hey, what's up, Mark?
Hey, Mark. Happy Saturday, brother.
How's the Penn State game?
Who they play in Oregon?
I think so, yeah.
How's that going?
But so he called himself Famous Phil, and he made a good chili dog. Okay, because I used to go down. I'd work at the car lot. I just run down. I'd buy like 4, and his fries. Yeah, nice. Send it to me. Jen, I know you're my friend on Facebook. Just send it to message me on Facebook and send me a picture on Facebook if you can. But this Famous Phil, you look at his truck and you'd be like, do I want to eat out of here? It's one of those like where you had to like kind of, do I want to eat here or not? But I was like, oh hell yeah. He had the best chili dogs in the world that I've ever had at that point in time. But you look at his bus and you'd be like, do I want to eat out of here? But the food, his dogs were amazing. I don't know if the guy's still. The guy can't be alive still. I mean, if he is, I'm going to be really, really shocked because he looked like he was going through hell when back then. His health did not look good. But he was there every day in that bus making those hot dogs. He also before, remember, I don't know if you remember this, where Walgreens is now on the corners.
Mm-hmm.
Before that was Walgreens, there was a bunch of shops. There was a bunch of stores. And
yeah. Penn State's trying to make a comeback here. We got less than 2 minutes in the game. Yeah, go ahead, Jay. Sorry, I'm tracking the game here.
It's so what happened was he moved into he moved out of his bus and he rented a store, but then eventually that got closed because they built it down for a what the Walgreens is now. But he was selling hoagies for a while, and they were good. Let's see. I want to share this. Jen just sent me I got it, Jen. Thank you. I I want you guys to see the picture of this onion ring that Jen sent me.
Oh, yeah.
Be a minute for my Facebook to open on my computer.
Yeah, you're good. Jen, what was that sandwich called? The Mafia something you said at Januzzi's? The Mafia Melt.
Mafia Melt.
I bet that's good. Oh, wow. Wednesday coming back here. Those are...
Oh, all tied up at 27. Wow. Penn State just scored. I heard they're doing their whiteout today. I saw on the TV they're doing like they're having their whiteout game.
Yep.
All
yep,
right.
Yep. Yeah, the big whiteout game. I was at one of those games years ago when I was a college student. I was at a whiteout game that was intense.
And guys, here is
Ooh.
the Januzzi onion ring. That looks pretty good. That looks pretty good. Shit, that looks good.
That is a hearty onion ring right there.
Sorry, 17. Mark 17. Sorry, so not 27,
yeah.
17.
Yep, tight up 17.
Yeah, that
17.
looks like a good hearty. That looks like a good hearty onion ring there, Jen. Thank you for sharing. Appreciate it.
Nice. Love onion rings.
Yeah, so do I. And it's funny because like Burger King says they have like Burger King's onion are not onion rings. I'm sorry, I don't know what the hell they are, but they're not onion rings. They're just mushed up shit and looks like an onion ring. It looks like an onion ring. That ain't no damn onion ring. I finally got to try Mia Via's pizza on Friday, Luzerne Main Street. Oh, actually, yeah, that's a good. I didn't see Susan tonight.
Oh yeah. Well, Susan, if you're
did not see Susan.
Yeah, Susan, if you're catching the replay, hello. Hope you're doing well. You and your husband, your family. Hope you're having a good evening.
And I haven't seen Marcus lately either. I know Marcus works. He was working like that night shift, so he might be still on that night shift. But I haven't seen Marcus lately either.
How about Venger? I haven't seen Venger in a week or two.
Yeah, I haven't seen Venger either. Now sometimes Venger will sometimes text me, but I haven't even gotten a text from him lately. I don't know if I ever tried Sonic's onion rings. I know I tried their hot dogs. I tried their burger. Their burger, like Sonic's burgers for like a fast food joint, are actually like pretty good. Like I'd say they're better than Burger King and McDonald's. Sonic's burgers were really decent.
Jay, I'll tell you what's pretty good. I haven't had it in quite some time. I don't even know if Burger King still makes it. I think it was called the Rodeo Cheeseburger.
Oh yeah, with the onion rings and the barbecue sauce. Yeah,
that was pretty good. The Rodeo Burger. Do they still have? I'm going to go check Burger King's menu to see if they still have that. Burger King.
I don't know.
Oh, it's discontinued, Jay. They discontinued it.
See, Jen. I used to work with Jen's mom at Burger King years and years and years ago. That's how I know Jen. And I remember when Burger King had the burger buddies. They were like almost like little sliders.
Yeah. Yes.
Do you remember those? Yeah. I wish they'd bring back in it. Well, it was a big real big pain in the ass. They had grilled chicken. Oh, they do still make it? Unless they just know how to order it. Because I mean, all it is was just. I mean, it might be actually. Oh no, it's not. I mean, you could even still say, "Could make me a rodeo burger." Just put like 3 onion rings and put barbecue sauce on the damn thing.
Yeah, they probably would.
But it's funny because years ago I used to work at Burger King, like not as a manager, just as just a crew person, and I used to always work Sunday nights. And this couple would this guy, this husband and wife would come to the drive-through. And for anybody that used to watch the Brady Bunch back in the day, it was like there's like the Brady Bunch station wagon. Like that kind of same like station wagon. And I used to get like I used to laugh because I mean I could remember this I'll remember this till the day I die. They would get like they'd get like a couple double whoppers with cheese with bacon, extra bacon, large fries. And this is when Burger King actually had good fries before they changed them when they had good fries. They'd get like a couple large fries, they wanted salt on the side, and they get a diet soda. And I remember the girl, me and this one girl, oh, her name was Michelle. I don't know. I haven't seen her in years, but we used to always be like Sunday night up front people. Like either she'd be drive through or I'd be, and like we'd always be up front. But every Sunday, this car would come through and get their like Sunday meal at Burger King. They're like, extra bacon, extra like every, and then a diet. So I'm looking at her going, man, that diet isn't going to help me for eating all this shit. I'm like thinking to myself. And
Yeah.
do you remember back in the day? There used to be a jean store. That doesn't sound good. Well, they always had a Junior Whopper. I mean, that they always had. It just changed many names throughout the years. It was a Junior Whopper, then it was called a Double Deluxe with cheese, and Double Deluxe with cheese, aka it was a Junior Whopper. But years ago, when I'd go back to school, when I was in school, there was a place called the Gene King. Elliot Gatuna was his name. He owned it. He was the big he ended up dying in a car crash, and his thing just ended up. His wife ended up closing all the stores. But when you would go by and you'd go and he'd have Wrangler, Lee, those type those brand jeans, and when you bought a pair of jeans, you would get a free Whopper card. Overtime, go Lions. You would get a free Whopper card. So I would be like, we have to go buy jeans. Let's go to Gene King. Why do you want to go there? Because you get free Whopper cards. I just wanted the Whopper. I didn't care about the jeans. I wanted the Whopper card. But working at Burger King, I remember now people come in, free Whopper. Could I get that with cheese? Well, I got to charge you for the cheese. Oh, why? Well, because it's just a free Whopper, not a Whopper with cheese. Then there used to be this couple would come in every morning. They were retired, and they're probably dead by now, which I can't see them still be alive. But they would get their same, they had their standing order: croissant plain, croissant egg and cheese only, and 2 senior coffees. Now he'd always emphasize the senior so he'd get the discount. I think they were free. They gave him free. One time Burger King decided they were going to cut the senior coffees and not give them more.
I bet that caused quite the uproar.
Yeah. And what happened was the guy came in. I'm like, I'm sorry, we don't do the senior. Oh, I'm going to go to McDonald's. They give free coffee. Okay. What am I going to do? I can't. But and that kind of kills me because all right, so you don't get a free coffee. Who cares? It was only at the time, it was maybe 75 cents or some shit.
Yeah.
It was like I'm thinking to myself, if that's going to break you, then don't eat fast food every morning. And they would come every morning. I even had this when I managed Arby's in Kingston. Every Sunday, this lady and her son would come in. I never had a problem with them, but I could handle it. And so remember when Arby's would have the 2 for $5 fish sandwiches?
Mm-hmm.
Well, it would go nuts. Well, the special would always start on a Sunday and end on a Saturday. Well, they came in on a Sunday, and this girl my front girl comes in. She says, somebody's asking for you by name. They want to talk to you. I'm like, oh God, what happened?
This can't be good.
Yeah, I'm like, all right. So I come walking up and I see her. I'm thinking, oh God. I'm like, oh, hi, how you doing? What can I do for you? We want the 2 for $5 fish. I'm sorry, that ended yesterday. Well, you could still do it, right? and actually, if I really wanted to, I could have. But I'm like, because like I'm thinking because she's being, I'm like, no, I'm like, I'm sorry, it ended yesterday. I can't. Oh, then give me and then after they left, they go sit down and they're going over to the drink section, and I see them taking like all this like shit ton of napkins. I'm like, excuse me, June. I'm sorry, I see you taking all those napkins. Do you, like, is everything okay? Like, so I'm trying to. How can I word the saying? Don't steal my friggin' napkins.
Right.
I know you're already done eating, but without coming out and saying it in those words.
Like,
And
does someone at your table have like a severe nosebleed or something? Why are you taking all my napkins?
like they literally like we just like literally filled everything before and it was like halfway done. I'm like, and yeah, it was like, oh my god. Some of the people you see are, but then there was this one guy who was really cool. He was this really big dude, and remember when Arby's had the gyros for a while?
Yeah.
Or their version of the gyro, I should say, because it was still roast beef. Well, the tzatziki sauce, the gyro sauce.
Yeah.
This guy would get it on his roast beef. Like, he loved this sauce. It was a good sauce. And so when they discontinued the gyros, like, I'm like, they stopped them. Oh, I said, but I got something because I talked to my my GM. I'm like, what are we gonna do with a like box to a tzatziki sauce? She's like, if you want to take. I'm like, hey, I said, there's that guy who comes in. He usually comes in on Sundays. I usually see him. Can I give him a pouch? She's like, yeah, go ahead. So he comes in, and I'm like, I said, well, I can't because it's discontinued. But I said, I have something for you. So I go back, I bring him out a pouch. I said, now you're just gonna have to, put it in something. He's like, which I said, this is the famous sauce. He's like, oh. Like he was so thrilled, like I just gave him like $1 million freaking dollars.
Oh yeah.
Like, oh, thank you. Are they gonna bring this back? Oh, probably eventually, but for now, no. It's gonna be gone for a little while. But I talked to my GM. He's like, you're not gonna get in trouble. I said, I talked to my GM, and she said it was okay. And we wrote it off as waste because we can't sell it. We don't have any gyros anymore. Like, but there's some people like just even giving them a thing of sauce. Penn State scored first in overtime. Ah, cool.
Wow.
He was so thrilled just to have this sauce. So I'm gonna go. I'm gonna put this on my sandwiches. I'm gonna put it. Thank you. Like this guy like thanked me for like 5 minutes. I'm like, oh, that's okay. No, that's. Yeah. So our store, we definitely built the credibility with the public, and then freaking Pittston killed it.
Yeah.
Like when the buildings got sold and Pittston bought Kingston, within like a month, like within like actually like 3 weeks, that everything that me and my GM built and our team built went just right to shit. Like they just fucking moved it up. I'm like, yeah. I get a phone call from one of the guys I used to work with at the car lot. Hey, are you still over at Arby's? No, I didn't go over with them. Why? What's up? Oh my God, I'm in there and kids, the people in back are yelling at each other and I'm hearing, curse words. I'm like, well, not ours anymore. Sorry. I have nothing to do with it. But I will say, out of all the fast food places I have worked at, one of the best teams I had was Arby's. If one person's strength was another person's weakness, was another person's strength. We all worked together. Now, did we have arguments? We were like one big dysfunctional family. But in the end of the day, we all got everything and we all worked together.
Yeah.
And
that's what it takes. That's what it takes, really. Yeah.
A lot of us, like when we found out the store was closed, I cried. Like I teared up. I was crying, like because I knew I was never going to get another crew like that again.
Mm-hmm.
It was funny because like a couple years, a year or two earlier, this girl comes in, fills out an application. My GM hired her. She's like, this so and so's coming in to do the paperwork. To get, we'll get her on the schedule. Blah 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 blah. Burger King was good. I wasn't really a manager at Burger King. Well, I wasn't. Yeah, but that was bad. After they redid the East End store, I went back as a trainee, and that store it was bad. That's bad situation. So I'm doing, but I loved working like when it was with me, your mom, that was good times. My sister, that was good. So I'm doing this girl's paperwork, and I'm like, okay, I need your ID. She hands me a passport. Here, she was only 15 years old. Let me tell you, for a 15-year-old who's looking for a job, whatever her reason was, spot on. I go back. I'm like, give me 1 second. So I call. Did I work? Oh, I did work at Plains. I forgot I worked at Plains. Oh, me and the one manager had a clash, and it was not good. The best Burger King times I had was back when I was a crew, before they redid the store in East End. But this 15, I'm like, I call my GM, I'm like, she's only 15. She's like, you're gotta be kidding me. I'm like, no. She goes, I would have never ever thought. Like this girl came in like driving, she wanted to work. So I'm like, I said to my GM, I said, hey, I said I have a good vibe about her. We can hire her. Let's do it. Please give her a shot. She's like, let me call. She had to call the DM really quick. And the DM said, now with a 15-year-old, you can only work 4 to 7. You can't work past 7 o'clock. You can only do it. So she was so for the first year. But he's like, if you want to do it, it's your discretion. So I'm like, so she calls me back. She's like, the DM said his name was Louis Cool. Like it's our call. I said, let's do it. Let's give her a shot. If she's here looking for a job at 15, something, she has to drive somewhere. Let's give her that opportunity. Let's give her a shot.
Right.
We hired her. We brought her on. When she was from 15 to 6, she was Saturday and Sunday mornings. She did the lobby and took care of the front customers. Let me tell you, when that kid hit 16 years old, and now we just had to say, okay, like, because she saw how we did the fryer, but she couldn't touch him because she was 15. When she turned 16, we had to show her once, and she ran with it. She was one of the best 16-year-olds we had in that store. And after everybody, after we closed, and she called me one day. She's like, hey, she goes, I have an interview because she wanted to be a nurse. She was going to school to be a nurse or a CMT. And she goes, I'm getting a call. I put you down as a reference? Okay, yeah, no problem. So within like a day or two, I forget where she was going, but they called me and they said, you were referred by, blah, blah, blah. I said, yeah, I was her manager. I said, I wasn't the GM, but I was the second man. I said, let me tell you, when she walked into our store looking for an application, she was 15 years old. I said, I have never seen a 15-year-old kid with that much, whatever her drive was to work or her reasons. They were, she did what we had to watch because she was but I said, when she turned 16 and she was able to do just about everything that you can do, I said, she was one of my best workers. I said, and I'm not just saying that. I said, she was one of my best workers. Okay, thanks for, and we were talking, it's like, thank you for talking, blah, 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 blah. So the next day she calls me, she's like, whatever you said to him, thank you, because I got the job. I'm like, well, congratulations. I said, you know what I told him? She goes, well, I said the truth. She goes, do I want to know? I said, you came in at 15, you had a drive for whatever your drive was. When you turned 16, you ran with what you learned. You were a good worker. You took, control when you had to, like with customers, it was the truth. And yeah. But no, going back to Jen, I did work in Plains, and I had a good, I worked with good people at Plains, but as a manager, as from the manager point, one of my best crews were Arby's. I was trained at the East End Burger King, and let me tell you, it was a nightmare. I couldn't wait to leave that store. I left there and went to work at Arby's. I went from Burger to Arby's. But Well, it's 11 o'clock. We had another good show this week, Fred. Thank you.
Oh, thank you, man. Thanks for having me.
I
Appreciate you.
hope Gina can join us next week. We'll see how her schedule is. For all you guys that came on from 9 o'clock to hang with us now, the local Giant Eagle Supermarket, Bogo Whopper coupons.
Oh
Cool.
yeah, definitely, Mark.
But yeah, to all you guys and you guys that tuned in late, thank you too. Check out the replay. Again, thank you for the 49 people that clicked the QR code. I hope you find something you like. Until next week, if you want to, I have up in the corner, donate the food shows. Basically what that is, that's going to go towards help me with some food shows. Yeah, but it's going to help. That is going to support my medications. Anything that comes in, it's going to go really help my medications, because medications now are so expensive. It's not funny, even with insurance. But on that note, have a good night. Friday morning at 12 a.m., we're going to have that Apple Treehouse video premiere.
Oh, I can't wait to see that one. I got to get there.
Thank you all for watching, and we hope to see you next week. Good night, Gigi, Steph, all of you.